off. Today is day 117 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at Code Academy. Currently, we are 42% of the way through Ruby. Tonight will probably be a shorter stream. Thus, the lights being off. The missus has a rather interesting work schedule with some freakishly early days, and tomorrow is one of those early days. So, not a lot of lights, not a very long stream. Okay, we are continuing on. Section 5, blocks and sorting. Methods, blocks, and sorting. Hopefully we can make it through the whole activity, but chances are we're only going to make it like halfway. At least that's what I'm thinking. Alright. Let's just dive right into it. Wow, 19. Okay. Not terrible. We've seen worse. A lot of this is fairly basic stuff. Alright, so let's just dive right into it. Hey, little cat. What are you doing? We've got limited time, so I'm gonna set you into the napping position. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, good. You're a good little kitty and a furry little kitty at that. Okay, so we are off. We are doing things all smoothly well. We've got the mic, check, webcam, golden, little kitty, and chat. Gah, clawing the thighs. Where would we be without that, right? Holy hell. What part of your arm is clawing me? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Good. She's all set. Alright, the adventure continues. From the top. Lot of fur. Why methods? Alright, a method is a reusable section of code written to perform a specific task in a program. You might be wondering why you need to separate your code in methods rather than just writing everything out in one big chunk. Turns out there are a few good reasons to divide your code into methods. 1. Something goes wrong in your code, it's much easier to find and fix bugs if you've organized your program well. Assigning specific tasks to separate methods helps with organization. By assigning specific tasks to specific methods, an idea computer scientists call separation of concerns, you make your program less redundant and your code more reusable. Not only can you repeatedly use the same... Hey, little cat. No. I don't know what you're touching, but good God. Jesus. Touching all this stuff. Holy hell. Okay. Nice. Something about separation of concerns. Right, 2. We'll jumpstart from 2. By assigning specific tasks to separate methods, an idea computer scientists call separation of concerns, you make your program less redundant and your code more reusable. Not only can you repeatedly use the same method in a single program without rewriting it each time, but you can even use that method in another program. 3. When you learn more about objects, you'll find out there are a lot of interesting things we can do with methods in Ruby. Instructions. Check out the methods we've written in the editor. Can you guess what it'll do? Click Save and Submit Code when you think you know. Alright, we have define prime n puts, that's not an integer, unless n is a integer, is prime equals true, for I into n minus 1. If n modulo 1, if n modulo I is equal to 0, is prime equals false. That ends. Oh, cat. Why are you clawing my legs? Jesus. Holy hell. Okay. Is prime false? And if is prime, puts n is prime, else puts n is not prime, and end. We've got prime 2, prime 9, prime 11, prime 51, and prime 97. So basically, it's going to check and see if these numbers are prime numbers, and it will print out accordingly what we have here. Smith, 2 is prime, 9 is not prime, 11 is prime, 51 is not prime, 97 is prime, and nil. Next lesson. Alright. 2 of 19. Hopefully, we can at least make it to 8. Little cat, why do you have so many claws in my thigh? Holy hell. This is worse than when you nap during the day. Jesus. 2. Method syntax. Alright. Method syntax. Methods are defined using keyword define, short for define, keyword def, short for define. Methods have 3 parts. 1, the header, which includes the define keyword, the name of the method, and any argument the method takes. We'll get into arguments in the next section. 2, the body, which is the code block that describes the procedures the methods carry out. Okay, the body, which is the code block that describes the procedures the method carries out. The body is indented 2 spaces by convention, as with for, if, else if, and else statements. The method ends with the end keyword. Here's an example of what the syntax would look like for a simple function. Welcome, that just prints welcome to Ruby. To the console, define welcome, puts welcome to Ruby, end. Nothing we haven't seen before, right? Instructions. We've started a method in the editor to the right, but it's incomplete. Replace the blah 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 with the correct keyword so the method will work. We're going to do define. Just kidding. Def. Wait, whoa. That can't be right. Def puts 1 to 10. 1 to 10 each. And oh, that's a variable. That's just a weird looking variable. Or I guess method in this case. End. Cool. Alright. Puts 1 to 10. Ignore this for now. We'll explain soon. Go ahead, save and submit. Boom. Green check mark. Beautiful. Beautiful. Onwards. Right. Senpai. What's the language? Ruby. Yes, you are right, Senpai. Senpai? 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 You're gonna be Sam. Welcome, Sam. Yes, it is most definitely Ruby. Currently, I am 40-ish% of the way through Ruby. If it loads, there we go. Yeah, we've 42% of the way through Ruby. Specifically, blocks and sorting. Pretty interesting. I mean, this isn't exactly life-changing stuff, but dude's gotta learn one way or the other, right? So, yeah, we're just doing a quick late-night stream. We're gonna knock out as much as we can. Section 5 on 3 of 19. We're gonna give it our best. Probably I'm gonna make it like halfway through because it's a shorter stream tonight, but regardless, give it our best shot. Create your own. Now it's time for you to build your own method. Remember, the syntax looks like this: define, method name, do something, end. Instructions. Create a method greeting in the editor. It should use puts to print the greeting to the console. Alright, we are gonna have greeting, define your method, define greeting, puts something. Hello world. We'll steal that. Good. And end. Define your method above this line, which we most certainly did. Greetings, calling it. Ignore this for now. We'll explain it in the next exercise. Run. Hello world. Beautiful. Green check mark for everybody. And on. Sam, which language did you learn before? It's been kind of a smattering of languages, if you will. The current goal is to complete Codecademy. I'm about 2/3 of the way through Codecademy, so I've done like 14 or so courses. This is probably the smallest snapshot to see all the fun that we've had, but their catalog definitely is a great visual. So this is a new course they added just a couple days ago. This was back when we started in January. I say we. Really, it's just me and the tiny cat that's in my lap clawing me. But yeah, so HTML and CSS, JavaScript, the Learn courses were intros. SAS was awesome for CSS. Command line, deploying a website, Python, their in-depth HTML and CSS course, and their in-depth JavaScript course. jQuery fun, React stuff, couple courses, Angular, currently doing Ruby. Already did Git because I needed that for, I think it was the deploy website course. Learned how things like GitHub work and stuff like that. So currently trying to knock out Ruby. And we've got Java on the horizon. I am actually already kind of familiar with SQL because I was using it previously in my last job. But yeah, so far so good. So yeah, I've got like 1/3 of the site left. But it's been interesting. Right now I'm just trying to, they offered all these courses in different languages, so I'm just trying to get familiar with the, hey little cat, back again. Oh, look at Joe. Good. You've been clawing my thighs like no other. Hey, little cat, check your shit. Watch your toes. This is not a playground for tiny animals. At least not during the stream. After the stream, play as much as you want. Claws, and furry tail. Happy thoughts. We're gonna keep soldiering on. Okay, good. Alright. Which languages do you use currently? Still learning all of these. So yeah, as I was saying before Little Kitty interrupted, was that I'm just trying to get a feel for all the different, not all of the languages, but a majority of some of the popular ones they offer here at Codecademy. Then I'm gonna probably focus on one. Definitely like JavaScript, and that seems to be a pretty big one in the industry currently still, so that's cool. After I finish Codecademy to just kind of get my bearings, then I'll pick a language to commit to, or a couple to really like hone in on. And but the next site I'm gonna hit up is Free Code Camp, because I think those are like non-profit projects sites that you can work on. Yeah, so there's no, like, aside from just completing Codecademy, there's no real immediate coding goal. Just sort of do some side projects on my own. But my favorite so far as the courses here at Codecademy, because that's really all the experience I've got as far as coding, it was the SAS course. Now, I'm not planning on doing any crazy CSS stuff, but the course itself was awesome here at Codecademy. Just very well done. But yeah, so now Ruby's been interesting. It's been good-ish, but I don't know. It's just not quite it's kind of like Python. Python was interesting. I think I need to give it a go on my own, like a side project, just tinkering with it in my own time. Just the way they had it laid out in the courses wasn't quite vibing well with me, if that's a thing. So yeah, good. Anywho, section 4, or part 4 of this is calling. Defining a method is great, but it's not much use unless you call it. For example, if you call a method called cartoon fox, Ruby will start looking for the method with that name and try to execute the code inside it. If Ruby doesn't find a method called cartoon fox, it will return a name error. We'll cover this error in another lesson. You call a method just by typing its name. Remember when you saw us typing puts 10 and greeting after a method definition in the last 2 exercises? That was us calling our method. In instructions, we've set up a function, array of 10. In the editor to the right, call it on line 5. We will simply steal the name and call it on line 5. Save and submit. D. Beautiful. Onwards. Okay. Oh, cat. He's gone now, but holy hell. Sneezy bastard. Don't mind me. I'll spare the world my disgusting sneezes. Hold on. Okay. Oh, God. Mostly better. I'm a monster. Jesus. Okay. We can kind of breathe. Alright. Parameters and arguments. If a method takes arguments, we say it accepts or expects those arguments. We might define a function, square, like so. Define square n puts n the power of 2 end and call it like this. Square 12 will print 144. The argument is the piece of the code you actually put between the method's parentheses when you call it, and the parameter is the name you put between the method's parentheses when you define it. For instance, when we defined square above, we gave it a parameter n for number, but passed it the argument 12 when we called it. You can think of parameters as nicknames. The method definition gives to arguments, since it doesn't know ahead of time exactly what argument it's going to get. Parentheses are usually optional in Ruby, but it's a good idea to put your parameters and arguments in parentheses for readability. Instructions call the and you know what, this is probably blocked by the webcam. Cupertino. Oh, it's up there. Call the Cupertino method in the editor, passing in an argument of 8. We're going to call this guy copy, and we'll get rid of n for 8. We'll run it. Boom. 512. In your face, Codecademy. Hell yeah. Hashtag cube life. Hashtag power of 3. No, too much. We'll kick it down a notch. Alright, onwards. Flat. Sam, I'm currently learning Java. What's your thoughts on it? I have yet to experience Java. For the courses, boom, that's what's right after Ruby. So I'm on their first course for Ruby. And they've got Learn Ruby on Rails. And they've got Ruby on Rails authentication. And then Java. Learning Java. So that's probably, we'll call that, it's been about 3, 4, maybe 5 days for Ruby, kind of going slow. So probably another 4 or 5 days, plus this course is half the time, another 3 to 4 days, that's about a week-ish, week and a half, a couple days, day or two, probably like a week to 2 weeks away before I get to Java. So I will let you know when I figure it out. All I know is that it's learning the basics. Yeah, nothing. I thought that was some helpful insight. Like for Python. Where the deuce did it go? Raise your hand if you see Python. Like this. Python. Learn to program in Python, a powerful language used by sites like YouTube and Dropbox. They usually give some helpful tidbit about why it's interesting. Some other things. You can't find another good one. But this is just learn the basics of Java. That's not interesting to anyone. PHP, learn to program in PHP, a widespread language that powers sites like Facebook. They don't have anything fun there. It's just learn Java. So I'm not sure. It's a total mystery to me, just like Python and Ruby was. All the other courses kind of had no idea of how they looked, like HTML. Obviously, I knew what it was, didn't know what the hell to do with it. Hey, little cat, I love you, but check your shit. If you want to nap, you can nap under the desk, but no dancing on the keyboard. We are on a limited time frame. I love you. Watch your claws. Go under the desk. Good. Assume the napping position. Don't put your tail in my mouth. Son of a cat, I swear to God, I'm gonna bop you across the head so hard. Sweet baby Jesus. Okay. Good. Alright, Sam, how old are you? I, currently, 26, yes. We'll be scratching off 27 later this year, but as of now, 26. Shocking, right? Do. Because I figured with my bacon intense diet I would have been dead by 22, but didn't happen. I'm assuming the bacon and junk food is actually preserving my insides. But the only way we'll find out is when science hacks me open after I donate my body. Speaking of interesting ways to go, splat. Speaking of not knowing what to expect, your methods not only don't know what arguments they're going to get ahead of time, but occasionally they don't even know how many arguments there will be. Let's say you have another method, friend, that puts the argument it receives from the user. It might look something like this. Define friend, name, puts my friend plus name plus period. End. This is great for just one friend. But what if you want to print out the user's friends without knowing how many friend names the user will put in ahead of time? The solution? Splat arguments. Clever. Let's find out what the hell a splat argument is. Splat arguments are arguments preceded by an asterisk. Which signals to Ruby, hey, I don't know how many arguments there are about to be, but it could be more than one. Oh. Bros gets an asterisk, right? Clever. Instructions. Click Save and Submit to test out the example in the editor. Feel free to play around and call what up on as many bros as you like. Dear God, they can't be serious. Someone must have had fun making this. Okay. Define what up greeting asterisk bros. Bros.each bro puts greeting bro with an exclamation. End. Alright, what up consists of what up, Justin, Ben, and Kevin Sorbo. So let's go ahead and hit save and submit. Okay. Save and submit. What up, Justin? What up, Ben? What up, Kevin Sorbo? It worked. Good. 7 of 19. We're probably going to finish off 8. We're probably going to get to 8, and then I think we're probably going to have to cut it from there. Hold on, what's going down in chat? Do you have a job as a programmer at the moment? No, I do not, but I'd be open to it in the future. Probably once I'm still learning the ropes. Again, I've got the general idea for quite a few of the fundamentals for those handful of languages. I'd like to sort of eventually get to the point where I can focus on a language, really commit to it, and learn that before I dive into anything too intense. But freecodecamp.com definitely seems like a good next step as far as learning and as for any form of potential employment or even projects just to work on. Because in addition to having like courses and classes like they do here at Codecademy to learn, from my understanding, I believe a lot of the real world projects that you can work on are for like nonprofit companies, kind of like charities and stuff. And a lot of people, usually after either doing their first project or, thing assisting a company, either after their first one or their first few, usually they establish enough connections or have enough real world experience where they can either get like a part-time entry-level developer type thing or anything like that. So yeah, currently I'm not really in a rush to land a position. I definitely would prefer to feel more comfortable before having a company put their faith in me as a developer, unless they're looking to hire like an apprentice. But I don't know how many coding apprenticeships there are out there, unless there's a blacksmith that needs a programmer as well. Pretty sure there aren't too many apprenticeships for programming, but who knows? Maybe I just need to Google that. All right. What are we doing? Let's learn return. Good. Sometimes we don't just want a method to print something to the console, but we actually want that method to hand us, or another method. Whoa. What? Who's putting the hand where? Son of a... Sometimes we don't just want the method to print something to the console, but we actually want the method to hand us, or another method, back a value. There we go. We just had to finish the sentence. Good. For that, we use return. Define double n, return n times 2, end. Output equals double 6, output plus equals 2, puts output. 1. In the example above, we define a new method called double that accepts one argument called n. 2. Inside the method, we return 2 times n. 3. After that, we call new double method with an argument of 6 and store the result, 12, in output. Then we increase output to 14 and print it out to the console. Alright, the instructions are kind of low. Let's open the hint to bump them up a little. There we go, that's better. Hopefully that's above the webcam. Instruction 1, define a new method called add that takes 2 numbers as arguments inside the method. Don't mind me, just dying. Water. Inside the method, return the sum of those numbers. Good times. Oh, Sam, another question. What do you do for a living at the moment? Right now, just kind of living the Twitch life. This is sort of it. But I mean, as far as like trying to make the whole Twitch thing work, it's mostly just odd jobs. I do, well, it's probably less than part-time work at a computer shop, but that's sort of a rarity. That's more of like warehouse work too, helping out with orders and stuff like that and shipments. But the main thing as far as like part-time stuff has been, I don't even know. It's not even just specifically networking. It's more of like general IT assistance, or whether it's for friends, families, coworkers, well, past coworkers, but assistance with setting up laptops, basic thing, helping set up their kids' Xbox Live, like the parental controls, which, by the way, holy hell, if anyone hasn't tried to set up the parental controls on an Xbox One, my god, that was the most difficult, frustrating process ever. It was ridiculous. It took like an hour and a half for me to set up parental controls on 2 different child accounts. Both kids didn't have an Xbox Live account, and the mom my coworker, well, past coworker, didn't have an account. So like setting up all three, and you have to like time. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was awful. But anyways, it kind of highlights like basic little IT odd job things, setting up wireless shit for others. So it's been random stuff. But no consistent work for a while now. But this Twitch has been awesome. Streaming, good times, man. I recommend that to everybody. Currently finishing my IT studies. I'll try to work in networking. That's good. You planning on? Do you have your sights set on any major companies or smaller companies you want to work for? Or just focusing on school in the meantime? Because I did business administration for my degree, but I've always been interested in electronics and tech, and coding has always been, or programming has always been like kind of the mystery behind the curtain. I mean, I used my iPhone and my Mac Mini and all these other things, all the gaming systems, and like, there's a lot of work for the programming that goes into the software that you're using. You just don't quite really know how much. Doing all of this has been eye-opening, and I can see it when there's alert windows that pop up and stuff like that. It's like, hey, I know how to do that. Or things with CSS, the corners with the rounded buttons, like down here, like just little things you don't really. The navigation, the pop-up menus, like it's just a lot of little things that you don't really care about, or if you don't take the time to care about it, you'll never really notice. But programming has shed a lot of light onto all those kind of daily things that I've kind of always been interested in or wondered about. But it's been good, and I've enjoyed learning this way. I'll be finished with my studies in like a month or two, so I'll try and find an entry job in networking. That's cool. I was concerned about learning coding through like college or an official educational establishment, just because I kind of struggled with business administration as my major. Not that it was difficult, it's just it was so ungodly boring. It was so obvious and straightforward, and I probably could have picked any other major. But I didn't want to sully the fun that I had, because I had stumbled across Codecademy like 4 or 5 years ago, and I did the HTML course and like the beginning of the JavaScript course, and then for like 3+ years I was like, God, I really wish I had more time to code, and I just never did anything else on Codecademy. So at the beginning of this year, finally, since I had time, since I no longer had my consistent work schedule, I've been doing this. So this has been awesome, because I get to learn at my own pace, and it's not like a school. You can only have right answer. It's that mastery learning. There's no getting a B at Codecademy. It's either come on, it can load. It's either 100% or nothing, right? Which is good. So, yeah, but anyway, so I was concerned about going to school for coding after I completed my degree, going back to school for coding, because I didn't want to sully the learning experience with that painful college environment experience that I had with business administration. But yeah, finish with studies. I'll try to find an entry job like a junior network manager if you're like me. Learning from someone else is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm self-learning, self-taught. No, definitely. I know definitely Codecademy is definitely guided for sure, but there's no There's no dude in some coat yelling at me. But yeah, E's good. E's good. Alright. We're on 7. We're trying to get to 8. And then I think we'll call it a day. Okay. Let's learn return. We did that. We're down here. Define a new method called add. Copy. Define. Oh god, that's all caps. Damn you, little cat. There's so much fur. God, everywhere. She's not even here anymore. It's just floating around. It's like the radiation at Chernobyl, but cat fur is freaking everywhere. It's okay, don't mind me. I can see the fur. I don't think the webcam can pick up the fur, but it's there. I haven't totally lost all my sanity, most of it. Define add. Self-learning, self-taught. I've been an IT technician since I'm 17 years old. I'm 20, getting my cert. Good job. I need to switch jobs. Not bad. Yeah, most of my work experience for the last like 5 to 6 years was all HR, human resources. So I didn't do a whole lot of coding, and rarely for basic things. I just, if any opportunities to code came up, it was usually like basic things like modifying simple HTML script and shit like that. So I knew just enough to make do in like incredibly novice, non-complex situations. What are we? Okay, defining. Focus statement. So close to the end. Define a new method called add that takes 2 numbers as arguments. So we'll do, I don't know, n. Well, we'll do x plus y. X return x plus y and son of where am I looking? All right, you have a vocal habit. Oh, the sounds. Is that a thing? Is that bad? I can't tell from vocal habit if that's referring to the swearing or all the different sounds I make. Both are interesting, probably the swearing and the sounds. Fletcher King, yeah, big one. No? How is that person behind him able to sleep? Right? Right? The sounds. Good. Narrating everything in sounds. Good. Okay, at least we're all on the same page. Well, you know, crazy person's choice. That's what I've found the easiest way to manage things. Where did we leave off? We made define, add, and then return xy. Fingers crossed that works. Hopefully we don't blow up the internet. And followed by 2. Inside the method, return the sum of those numbers. Well, that's exactly what we set up. How cool is that? Let's go ahead and hit save and submit. Damn. Make sure your add method expects 2 integers. Oh, I need to call it. You worthless son of an ungrateful god. Short-term memory. Okay, so output something. What the deuce is the output? Oh, output will be something. So we're gonna do Well, I guess we can just kind of still, we'll need to doctor it, but output would be add, add 2 comma 4. Is that a thing? I don't think we need the additional output equals blah, and we can just do puts output. So let's try. Oh god, why is it spinning? This is not going to end well. We broke the internet. The whole city's on fire. No one's alive anymore. Okay, the page is refreshed. Mostly. Let's learn return. Let's not do anything drastic. Define add, return xy, and output blah, put output. Fire away. God, son of a... Ah. Oops, try again. Make sure your add method expects 2 arguments. Clearly I'm missing something. Let's see what happens with that. Going down in chat. Everything sounds feels like a ASMR session. Yeah, peaceful coding. By the way, Free Code Camp doesn't support Java, sadly, for me. Ew. Mega bummer. That's no bueno, man. I'm pretty sure if you whatever amount of Java you already have probably surpasses whatever course and info Codecademy has to offer. Alright, so what's going down in the forum? This is, we need to do something. 7 of 19, let's learn return, had an issue with this because it only asks us to return the sum of those 2 numbers inside. I thought, oh, add AB and then return AB. But it really wanted to code below. I ended up figuring out. Yeah, I just missed this part. Okay. Alright, I feel terrible. A, comma, B. Let's give that a shot. Undefined. Well, you know what? That's a different error, which is good. Local variable or method X or something. Oh, you know what? We probably need to do AB there. Yep. Return AB. My bad. My bad. Wishful thinking on my part. That it's just all gonna work out in the end for the best. There we go. 6. Finally. Let's do, you know. 98 and 42. 140. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we've made it to section 8. Finally, which is kind of the halfway point for us for now. Practice makes perfect. You won't become a better master method maker till you make a mess of methods, which we just did. We totally destroyed that last method. A complete shit show. Say that 3 times fast. Define by 5 n, return n, parentheses. No, just kidding. Return n modulo 5 equals 0. And the example above is just a reminder on how to define a method. Instructions. Define 2 methods in the editor. 1, a greeter method that takes a single string parameter, name, and returns the string greeting that person. Make sure to use return and don't use print or puts. 2, by 3, method that takes a single integer parameter number and returns true if that number is evenly divisible by 3 and false if not. Hint, it's a Ruby best practice to end method names that produce Boolean values with a question mark. That explains what the hell that question mark was for. I was like, hey, we got by 3 and a stowaway. A weird, ominous, wiggly, questionable stowaway, but it's there for a reason. Okay. So, we are doing the stuff. Define two methods, piece by piece. We're going to build this nightmare out, one step at a time. Define greeter. Method takes a single string parameter, name. It returns a greeting. Return welcome. Quite possibly. End. Okay, so that's instruction 1 down. Now lastly, 2, a by 3. We've got this, we've got define v by 3. By 3 method that takes a single integer parameter, number, numero, and returns true. Return true if actually, maybe if should be here. If that number guess we call it n. If n, we'll call it number. It's okay, it's a small example. We'll just call it number. Number. If number something. If number something. And you know what? If should go above. You sneaky bastards trying to trick me with your instructions. If number blah, it will return stuff. Huh? Take that, Codecademy. And if number modulo 3 is equal to 0. Cool. I think we're gonna give that a run. What else did we need to do? My 2 methods, reader, and then by 3, and then we call both reader and by 3. Go ahead and run reader. Kyle, that's a good generic name. And number, whew, that's a toughie. We'll do 27. That's good. That feels right. Save and submit. Fingers crossed. Oh, good God, a horrifying red error. Your code through following exception. Ruby 11 syntax error expected end. Expecting a keyword. Oh, we forgot the end for the if statement. Oh, we were so close to getting it right. Damn. You know, you try and you try. Just never good enough. Save and submit. We're getting close. We have a different error now. It doesn't like the name Kyle. You know why? It's because Kyle is a stupid name. My apologies to everyone named Kyle, but you had it coming to you. If you've got an issue, take it up with your parents. Your code through the following exception: uninitialized constant context. Weren't we doing variable stuff? Perhaps not. Parameter name returns. Oh, it needs to be a string. God damn it. This is just... Clearly, we've run out of all our mental capacity to think. Good thing we are ending the stream after this one. Holy hell. Okay, now is it good enough? Save and submit. At least we're making progress. At least we're making progress. We got the true. It looks like your greeter method doesn't include the person's name in its output. Does name need to be in quotes? Is that what I'm missing? Name doesn't need to be in quotes. That's a stupid idea. Make sure to use return. Now we can see what the difference is. Copy. We are like right there. At least I think we're right there. Ooh. 8 of 15, that's not right. We need something totally different. A different practice makes perfect. Q&A forum. Okay. It's loading slowly. 8. Asking for carry 8. No. 15 typos. 18 is blocks. 9 of 4. 13 of 19. 4, 8. Practice makes perfect. 0 views. Not quite the inspirational help we were looking for, but we're going to open it anyways. 8. Practice makes perfect. Bug. That seems promising. Practice makes perfect. Can't run greeter method. Hey, look at this. Everybody's running into issues here. That's comforting. Thought it was just me who was breaking the internet, but apparently no. Greeting world. So what, do I just need to call greet? Is it greeting or greeter? Maybe I just call greeter. Let's try that. I think it's stupid. I think we should have a parameter next to it because we have one here. But we'll try running it. Wrong number of arguments. Yeah, we definitely need something there. Command Z. Define greeter. Hello, return true, else false. Something. Reading. Who's. This seems somewhat promising. Define greeting. Return statement results. Hello. Oh, hello name. I need to return the name in the, have the name print out in the return. Gotcha. That's what I was doing wrong. We didn't have this part. Typical. So, although now that makes sense. The the question marks were rather appropriate, all things considered. So this will be welcome hashtag early bits name. Let's try it now. Name submit. Boom! In your face, Code Academy. Green check mark. They tried to trick us, but we figured it out. Take that. Alright. We will continue on tomorrow. We've made it to return blocks. We finished 8. We finished the first 2 sections, which was rather painful, mostly due to my infinite capacity to be confused. And yeah, so that doesn't look terrible. We'll probably finish this tomorrow, and then we'll also probably do the activity tomorrow if we have the time, which we should. Hopefully, we can do a daytime stream. But that's that. What do we have on the horizon for tomorrow, though? Blocks are like nameless methods. Most methods that you have worked with have defined names that either you or someone else gave them, i.e. array.sort, string.downcase, and so on. You can think of blocks as a way of creating methods that don't have a name. These are similar to anonymous functions in JavaScript or lambdas in Python. Blocks can be defined with either keyword do and end or with curly braces. Good to know. That'll be for tomorrow. Let's close out of this stuff, and we can at least check stat-wise where we stand for the night. So let's go ahead, zoom me out here. Loading. Don't mind the fact that it still says 42%. Where we're actually interested is... Oh, wow, what do you know? Oh, what a coincidence. This is the lesson we were going to check. We're 42% of the way this lesson. 42% of the way through section 5. Methods, blocks, and sorting. Well, that's that. So 42% across the board. How many points do we have to conclude? With day 116, we have 1,363 points of confusion and learning and excitement here at Codecademy. And lastly, viewing our profile. How many badges? Still at 190 badges. Good times. Alright, well that's it for day no, not day 116, day 117. Yes, day 117, although technically due to time we're cutting into day 18, day 118. You know what? Day 117. Day 117 is coming to an end. Thank you to all of those who stopped by. Sam, and Fletcher King, anyone else who may have accidentally or willfully ventured in here. I greatly appreciate the views. We are back and out in OBS. Good. Stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.